Hey you guys, how's it going? I just wanted to come to you this morning. I was with a thought that I had. I was listening to this message this morning, and something that the pastor said really stood out to me. And he said, if you wrestle at the wrong level, you wear yourself out fighting it where it shows up, but where it shows up is not where it started. And immediately it just brought to mind so many different talks that I've had with people, and just how true that is that when um, when I'm discussing, which is a lot, goals and changing nutritional habits, and just working with someone to be able to make better choices, that many times I've found that it's the mindset about, or the perspective about what they're going into. And one of the wrong perspectives or unhelpful perspectives is trying to address something where it shows up, meaning trying to address the outworkings of something versus using the steps that you take as a means to assess, to see, how you're going to respond or how it's going to work out, and being flexible to change those things. And when he said that, I just thought about this, because that's where one of the stumbling blocks is that we focus so much on, okay, just give me a plan, and I'll follow it. No, if that was the case, then you could follow the food pyramid, and just some very general things that you already know that will make a huge difference in your health. And so discovering motives becomes so important with anything that we're trying to change, instead of trying to utilize so much energy kind of trying to strangle ourselves into or externally restrain ourselves into not doing something which we know doesn't work. It's like having to go to the restroom and you're trying to hold yourself from going. Eventually you're going to have to go. So that really stood out this morning. And also that a thought that I had in relation to that was motives, and how important it is to discover motives, because when we're engaging in something, say for instance with nutrition or with exercise, if we are trying to get something out of that action that it wasn't intended to deliver, like I'm gonna exercise so that I can have self-worth, it won't work. And when you try to do that, which many times we do, we engage in things. We'll get a particular job, or get a particular this, we'll get a particular something externally to try to fill something internally. And that thing wears out eventually. So we end up either overdoing it, which is what we've done many times with nutrition, or we end up just giving up, altogether, which is what we've done with, fitness many times before. So don't address the fruit of it. Be aware of it. Be aware of your body composition and where you're starting at, but don't try to address that. Take steps that you can take, and I do mean steps. Don't take leaps and bounds, because that'll just leave you back on your butt. Many times we go through extremes, like I'm not gonna have any of the foods that I've been eating for the last 10 years. Your body's going to go through shock. You might want to take that step by step. So you don't want to do that and then fall on your butt and get discouraged and all that, which makes it more difficult to do the next time. But with each sensible step that you take, and that's based on, you assessing yourself and seeing, well, what's going to be most effective? What small step is going to motivate me to continue to move in this direction? And with each sensible step, use it as a means to really learn about yourself. Don't be legalistic. Like, oh, I was supposed to do this 5 times. I didn't do it 5 times. Oh, the sky's falling. No. No, I was supposed to, no. Matter of fact, any guidelines that you have in the beginning, they're just that. You're not lying to yourself and saying that you're doing it when you're not doing it. However, you're not putting a tie around, strangle around your neck and say, if I don't do it perfectly, then forget about it. No, that doesn't work either. We all know that, we're honest. So use it as a means to be able to, each step you take, to be able to discover and find something, which is exciting, I think, because every day we have the opportunity to see something else that God's already deposited on the inside of us, and that's like watching a movie that you haven't watched before, and many times we expect something that's happened in the past, and that's not the way to keep yourself going. That'll always keep you holding yourself back. But use those things to help you to be able to assess, take a step, assess, take a step, and assess. Also, when you assess, become aware of your motives. Be honest about your motives. If that is your motives, that you're maybe doing something to try to get someone's attention or whatever it may be, it's short term, be honest with yourself. That way, when you get the honest response, meaning that thing not being able to fulfill what you were trying to get it to fulfill, guess what? You're not going to be as devastating. Say, yeah, well, I knew I was trying to, do whatever. Okay, fine. And then get back up and take another step, because if you continue to take that step, you're definitely going to get closer to it. So I just wanted to put that out there and just really leave you with some encouragement, really, to be excited about the process. Be excited about the process. And like I always say, if you woke up this morning, I believe God has a great plan for you, and he doesn't try to hide that plan from us. So I look forward to talking to you again with some more fit tips.